Netflix loves a good action comedy film, but one that's like just a little disappointing. Just like that much, a teeny bit below average, you know?
You're welcome!
You're welcome!
It's always a pleasure seeing Halle Berry on screen, and Mark Wahlberg is this kind of dick, but he's like a dick who you're meant to like a little bit. He's only a little bit of a dick. Yeah, he works perfectly in that sort of role as a buddy cop partner to anyone, really. Yeah, he's kind of a one-size-fits-all type of guy. So there's this top-secret operation, and Halle Berry, top agent, sees it goes wrong, and then she has to, for some reason, recruit her high school boyfriend to become a top-secret agent, even though he lives with his mother in his 50s. Now, Wahlberg playing this kind of scared shitless, what am I doing being a spy guy, instead of the rough, gruff cop type. That's an obvious gimmick, and it is the only thing that sets this apart from regular Netflix slop, although it doesn't, because this is still just regular Netflix slop, honestly. It's mildly better, maybe, than the average? No, not really. Well, I didn't pay much attention to this when it was coming up. I don't even think I watched a full trailer for it. I saw a poster and went, oh, sure, yeah, another Netflix. What, they got a couple of A-listers, it's gonna be whatever. Sure, fine. I get it. But the whole way in my mind, I guess I just assumed that they were playing buddy cop partners where both of them was the asshole. I just assumed that's what we were getting. It never entered my mind that they could possibly be romantic leads together. That came out of nowhere for me. I am still stunned. So the Union is a secret agency which, get this, recruits from ordinary folks instead of like the CIA recruiting from all those qualified Harvard and Yale graduates. The entire idea is that they use street smarts instead of smart smarts, which I get the idea, but the fact is they have just sent Mark Wahlberg in after 2 weeks of training to do a mission which apparently no one else can do because they've all been compromised and their identities are, oh no. And then he feels, and then they're like, let's give him another shot. Let's try it again. Yeah, because I'm sure that having 2 weeks of training and one failed mission is going to make him a great secret agent. I feel like the plot makes it sound like it's a cross between like Good Will Hunting and Agent Cody Banks. And the quality of the film is essentially what you would expect to happen if you tried to mash those two things together. It's not good, and honestly, at a time when everyone in America is kind of turning against the police for not being well enough trained and making so many fuck-ups, did you think it was a good idea that was something that everyone was going to root for, that these people are completely untrained for their jobs, continually fuck up their jobs, and then just bumble into a victory at the end? That doesn't... I was watching it going, oh my god, this is an American movie made in 2024, really? Like, baffling. The thing is, they're so smarky. They're like, oh, it is the equivalent of an entire film of them going, well, you think you're better than me? Because they are constantly going, oh, well, these other pleb agencies, they don't get stuff done. We get stuff done because we're the rough, tough street folks. We come from the street. We used to work normal jobs doing bricklaying or whatever, and now we do secret agent stuff. Yeah, cool. And that's a nice sort of like childhood daydream for a 50-year-old man to have, I guess, but it's really dumb, especially because the plot of the film is that they've got a leak in their agency, their headquarters gets blown up, they never have as much information as their enemies, and they suck every scene except the last one when they need to win. So they're acting this entire time like, oh, we're so much better than all these other agencies, you'll see how great we are, oh, look at this, check this out, we're awesome, and then they just get the absolute shit beaten out of them and prove they are absolute crap the entire film. Like, they've got guys just standing in random streets in London prepared to like whip a gun out of a traffic light to start fighting with them. That's the level of how many agents they've got, and yet they couldn't find one to bring in who's got like 3 weeks of training and had to bring Mark Wahlberg in? Okay, no, it's fine. I feel like I can't quite get past the faults of this film. Normally with a Netflix film, I kind of, even if I'm not going to give it a high score, even if I'm not going to love it, I feel like I can just enjoy myself watching it. I feel like I couldn't quite get there with this one, because halfway through I was kind of like, wait, what? Even if you're just trying to turn off your brain during an action film and just be like, yeah, whatever, there's sometimes you slip and your brain just turns on a little bit and you go, oh my god, this is garbage. So yeah, it is decent enough Netflix slop if you're just looking for action to to really, really turn your brain off to. They are together in it, they're fine, they do have good chemistry, just not in the romantic way they're trying to make it work. And frankly, it's just more Netflix action that isn't going to start a franchise for them, no matter how badly they desperately desire an action movie franchise. So I'm giving You Think You're Better Than Me 2.5 stars. No, but seriously, Netflix has been trying to start an action movie franchise for like 7 or 8 years. They keep like teasing around the edge of making it a superhero thing, and then they never quite do. You know, they just slip back into action. And frankly, the world could use another action franchise or two that's decent, that's good, with some big stars like this. So I don't hate the idea that they're trying to make it work, but just stop sucking. I can't wait for the Old Guard 2. That one fucked.